Hi. Happy Thanksgiving. How's it going? Is everyone glad to be off work? Yeah! Yes, I'm gonna answer that question. Where are you from? I don't think I've seen you here in any of my lives before. American? English? Australian? European? French? I don't know. This is where this is where people have told me they're from. I like to ask where people are from. I just like to know where I'm reaching. You don't have to answer, of course. Michigan. Okay. Thank you. Cool. Oh, okay, cool. I'm so sorry if I don't remember you. I've made an intention to myself. I've made a, like, I set an intention that I don't really want to remember things that I say to people. I'd rather not, just in case I have to read them again. So, did you come on here to say hi, or did you want a reading? Or did you just happen to guess what I might be doing tonight? Which is basically have a good time. Always. That's always my goal. And also to spread the word that Spirit is guiding. Always. It's okay, I changed my username. Might make sense because I do kind of have a good memory of names. Like I said, I don't remember yours. Anyways, I will be getting started pretty soon. I'm just doing a few breathing exercises before I begin. So I'll be taking questions. And I just want to have a good night tonight. Kind of have a vibe going for people. Maybe you're bored. And want to basically spend time getting signs from the universe, which I always find fun. I would like to get a reading, but of course your lives are fun. I hope so. That's always my intention. I'll absolutely read for you. What's your first name? Just like to know first names, because can't really decipher if Ms. Oh, Cindy! I'm sorry. Now you know how much I'm actually not reading into these names. Your usernames. I'm so sorry. I feel extra silly today. I apologize. My manager's name is Cindy. At my job, of course. My day job. Okay. Anybody else want to say hello? Looks like we have a few people here. Maybe they're just a little bit silent. Maybe they don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe this is the first time they've seen me. If you guys don't have time to check out basically my front page, I am a divination artist. So I'm a channel, and I receive symbols and signs from the spirit world or the universe, your angels, your guides, whatever you want to believe is guiding you, to basically relay symbols in order to help you all grow and stay healthy and happy and peaceful and, you know, to follow your dreams, basically. So cliche, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, since you can hold a question in your head. I usually do that, but I want to start allowing people to actually put their questions out there. You know, just to change it up. Benefit I see in people putting the question out there is when the symbols come in, it does make it easier for me to be able to basically apply the symbols quicker to your situation. But you also have the option of not saying anything at all and simply holding the question in your mind. So you just let me know what you want to do, and I will proceed. So you let me know what you want to do. If you want to just hold the question in your mind, Cindy, or you want to put your question out there. But we're definitely going to hopefully start getting into a flow now here with Spirit. I'd like to know if I should get a relationship a try with A. Fair enough. Good question, love it. And also, I'm a teacher of this as well, so I'm also here to tell you that you have your own intuition, which you can absolutely develop. It only just takes a little bit of will, a little bit of time, and yeah. And when you ask, you will be given an answer every time. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm gonna close my eyes. My friend is here. Well, he's gonna have to watch. I'll be right back. He's gonna have to watch TV in the background while I do these readings. Sorry, hold on. I gotta let him in. Sorry, hold on. Okay, my bad. I got this apple pie from Costco and I wanted to share it, so I asked my friend if he wanted to come over and have some apple pie. So
Again.
Hey, I literally just started a live stream, so just help yourself.
It's turkey.
Oh wow, he got turkey. I was literally looking all over the place to get turkey. Everywhere was sold out. He got a turkey, which is cool. Anyways, I'm gonna close my eyes. Sorry for the delay. Okay. So, would like to know if I should give a relationship a try. Okay. So I'm gonna basically see here. So I see here, at the very least, you're very much on the not so much, I'm not kind of feeling this a little bit, but you're also, as in you're not wanting to give, naturally not, at first glance, not wanting to give this any attention or give it a chance a little bit here. But you are connected to your heart, which is a good sign here, so hold on. I feel that you are still thinking about someone that you miss very much. And I don't know if you've been honest about it, but I do hear you crying about it. You're basically telling me that you really miss this person and it's tear worthy. But then I hear there's a voice here that's saying, just give up on this. So I didn't expect this. I don't know if this has anything to do with this person. It could, but I'm feeling that this is somebody that you have feelings for and that you are very much like, oh, I miss this person, like this. So I'm gonna follow what this energy is. So as of right now, with this person that you really, really miss, and I don't think it has anything to do with this person that you're asking me about, you are feeling like you are totally out in the cold, away from connection, away from warmth. You're freezing there. You're uncomfortable. It's not warm. It's not homey. And I know you're uncomfortable. But I hear spirit here, and they're saying, stay in the cold. This is obviously something that you're having a hard time dealing with. You might be wanting to go back to something that might be unhealthy. You may not feel comfortable. You want to get out of this discomfort. You may feel like you're not supposed to be in this cold, but you are. Do you know what this is? Do you understand this? You don't get this? Okay. So hold on just a second. This shine, get this? Hold on. This is definitely something for someone. Hold on, I gotta think if this is for me. No, this is not for me. I don't connect with this. Okay, I'm gonna see what this is. They're showing me something here that somebody is at the level of peace, but they're passive in healing here. So hold on 1 second. And I'm gonna try again one more time with Cindy again, because this does happen sometimes. Hey, does somebody have a cold? Does somebody currently have a cold, as in do they have the sniffles? Okay, because this might be this is what I'm being shown here. Okay, whatever this is, I'm leaving this. This obviously has nothing to do with Cindy, and we're gonna try one more time. So sorry about that. Okay, Miss Cindy. So I'm just gonna, hold on, I'm just gonna keep doing this until I actually feel an energy enter my field. So really have to concentrate sometimes because other messages will want to come through. Okay. Okay, so I think I have it. This time I'm gonna choose a card to pinpoint this frequency here. This is all frequency, guys. All I'm doing is tuning in like a radio, and you all can do this as well. Okay. Okay. So Five of Wands is coming through here. I won't talk too much about that, but that does signal disagreements, this, there you are, and pride. So you're likely defensive, a little bit defensive in this question. Why am I feeling that you like somebody else? Dude. This kind of looks like what I'm still seeing the same message here. This doesn't look any different. This has to be you. Because Spirit is showing me somebody who I'm asking this question about if you should go for this person, but you're telling me that you like someone else other than this person that you're asking about. Were you ready? So they take me to the level of willingness, but they're asking you to be passive here. So plan on working on yourself, plan on continuing to be the best that you can be, accountable for your choices. What is this? This is guidance that's gonna come in now. Hopefully. I gotta ask you something. Are you having a hard time, like, loving yourself? There's something symbolic here that's coming through here. There's like a giving up. What is this? I'm so confused. I've never been so confused in a reading right now. Okay, so you do understand this? Okay. So, let me tell you something. So, hold on. This is a deep reading. I thought I was gonna have fun tonight. I'm just kidding. I'm having fun still. Okay. You're showing me your fear. Okay. And this has to do with a particular desire that carries a sense of lack. Okay? But it carries fear, desire, and a sense of anger there. So there's lack of, there's injustice, there's a want to work towards something to create the balance because there feels a lack, but then there's also like a feeling of like this is never gonna work out because it's this way, this is how it's always been, you know, it's likely not gonna work because of ABC. Where are you guiding? So I know you asked about this person, right? But I can tell this is much, much deeper than just we're asking about one person. This has to do with you. They want you because you have a lot of guilt and you have a lot of shame. So you likely are kind of mad at the world on some level. You might be in the position where you might be jaded from your experience, from people you might be traumatized, where you only want to focus on you and what makes you happy. And you likely don't, I'm gonna say this, but you might have victim mentality tendencies, but it also carries a sense of like you have been not so kind to yourself. You haven't said great things about yourself, and so they want you to be aware of this. And when this happens, they want you to connect so intently with your heart that balances you and increases your capacity to have compassion for yourself and others. Basically, they want you to be in a very healing state here. And I really think that what I saw earlier as well, you going back to this person, this is in your field, and you may not be so keenly aware of it, and you may have thought that you buried it a long time ago. It doesn't always it's not always the case. Instead, you create a pattern and it sits there in your field until you choose to heal it, until you choose to be aware of it and consciously let it go. And so if you're carrying these types of patterns unconsciously, it's going to affect the way you feel about yourself, how you speak to yourself, and how you project yourself into the world and what you go after. So I'm gonna get this affirmation for you. This is pretty deep reading, which isn't bad. I'm just seeing a symbol that you have a hard time even looking forward to tomorrow or your future. It's like it's so hard for you to see your future as something that's going to be an improvement of the crap that you've already gone through. So it's very hard for you to be like, man, what is there to be excited about tomorrow? Do you understand this? It's kind of deep. Listen, I know the patterns that I'm describing. I'm not going to leave you yet, okay? I will never leave anybody. If this is the last thing I'm seeing, I'm going to keep going, okay? But this is pretty deep. I just feel bad, but this is a healing opportunity, okay? Okay, so I'm letting Spirit know that I want to keep this short. Okay, hold on. So here they are, they're showing me at least here. You are defensive a little bit. Here, because you might be guarding something valuable of yours, right? And pride is good. It can be good when you feel like you have something of value and you want to protect it. And then I see you here if there's an energy that's orbiting from pride to courage. So on some level, you are wanting to rev up your self-empowerment and say, you know, on some level, I am good. I can create a different future than what I've experienced in the past, but I can see it's very, very minimal at this time. So you see where they're trying to guide you here, and everything is all intention. Things take time, energy takes time to move, but if you are consistent at putting will to change and raise your vibration up to acceptance here, as well as be very intentional about connecting more often to your heart, which again increases your capacity to love yourself and others. They want you to get to a place of acceptance where you get to basically look at your situation and be like, okay, you know what? That's effed up, that's effed up, that's effed up. Okay, but let's make the best out of it. Let's look at the positive. Let's figure out how we can still have fun through this, like, shitty of an experience, you know? And you're like, yeah, let's just laugh through it. You know, that's where they're trying to get you to be, as you're very, very connected to your heart with the intention of healing and preparing yourself to go back out there and solve your problems from a very heart-centered place. One last here, okay? Oh, this is your issue, okay? This is really important for you, okay? You still have to make an association with what it is you choose in this life as your focus that is going to feed you and you only. Regardless of what other people might say or try to make you believe that you should be valuing, whether it be like family or money or like mansions or whatever. No. You need to do the work to figure out who you are, what you give a F about, and what lights you up. And I feel like you haven't taken the time to really program yourself and say, you know what, this is who I am, this is what I want, and this is what's gonna help me live the rest of my life, and I'm gonna be like, yes, I did it for me. You still have to make those choices. You still have the catalog of the universe there, and you need to make a choice, selections, okay? It could be more than one thing, it could be whatever it is, but make it worthwhile, okay? Because I can tell you, I don't know why, but you I'm having a hard time realizing that you need to do that. Does this make sense? One last thing. Okay. Last thing here is very simple, and listen, I think this might even be a collective reading. I think it might be collective. I see you guys, a lot of people are resonating here. You know what came through? This is higher guidance, and I came through very, very softly, but it's somebody saying, you know, I can laugh, and I can be silly. Yeah, I can laugh, and I can be silly. And then I saw sort of a girl kind of in front of the mirror putting on her makeup, and she was having a really good time doing it. And when I see this person isn't, obviously they're having fun, they're an artist. So I don't know what that has to do with, but this is how Spirit is one last thing that Spirit wants to give. I do have to entertain my friend here, invited him, so I'll likely be back a little later. But it's Thanksgiving, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I didn't think I was gonna do this deep of a reading, but it is what it is. I don't have control, but I hope you I didn't expect this to be such a deep reading. Me too, when I came into the live, me too. Totally caught off guard, myself and I. I'm still in the process of figuring myself out. Healing state, oh lovely. Made my night. My pleasure, my honor to bring through the Spirit. Which, please remember, is always with you, always listening to you, will listen and follow to where you choose your will to go. Okay? And if they do have some kind of, they do want to interrupt us sometimes, because sometimes we will not focus on the right things. Listen for that voice too. They're always speaking to you. Okay, they never not have anything to say. Okay, so always stay curious. Okay, I will see you guys very soon. Very, very soon. Bye.